Hello. It's okay. Look at me. I take it today has been an especially hard day for you. Me too. You don't know me, but in some ways you do. No, I'm the real thing. Real person. Suppose you could say I've known you for a while. I'm here to comfort you, Sally. I know that you're not in a good place right now. I don't know why you're scared or upset, but I'm here. Well, when you're in a void like this, it's not impossible to have visitors, even though it might seem like it is. Don't worry about those around you. Eventually their shouting will die down. I've been in a void for a very long time, so I understand how it feels to be curled up in a ball, terrified to leave, surrounded by an empty, hollow darkness of just echoey walls. But the thing is that there's always that one light of beauty within the dark. For me, it was the color yellow. For a long time I imagined someone, and I believed in him. The thing is that he never showed up. I suppose in some ways I imagined him so I wouldn't have to be alone, because loneliness is one of the worst things anyone could ever feel, just like you feel now. But today will end. You just gotta hold on for me and stay here and talk to me. You can fall into me if you need to. I'll hold you. I will be here for you. For the whole night, if I have to. We'll get through this together. I know we will. This is a very strange place that we're in. To be honest, a lot of things I do get judged by others. People I put a lot of, I suppose you could say, a lot of loyalty into. Like this, for example. No. I suppose in a way you could call me a voice in your head, but you're not crazy. I'm not a voice in your head, I'm simply... We won't label it. We don't have to. There's no reason for us to. I understand it. It can be difficult to fully understand things that are not very normal. There's 30 minutes until a new day. That makes me happy, because after you pass one day of pain, there's always a brighter road ahead. It just takes time to get there. But you can do it. We both can. I know that being in here feels safe, but it's not always safe. I don't think you realize who I am yet, do you? It's okay. You're very emotional right now. You don't have to remember me. It will come to you, I promise. I've not always been the best at talking, but I can tell you a bit about my story if you wish. How I overcame a lot of things. The truth is, I didn't. Things in life happen, and you can't fully change it, but you can accept it for what it is and indulge in the moments that come ahead and in the past and live for you. I've had a lot of chapters close, a lot of people leave, and a lot of misery and dates. I remember dates very well, like today. Today is a very special day for me. Today is a day of, we'll say, new beginnings. It will never be as easy as reading a book or taking the next step, because even after that, things fall apart. Eventually you remember who I am. That makes me happy. But for now, I'm not important. You are. I'm here for you. For a long time I ignored part of myself I regret ignoring, because I knew that if I didn't ignore that part of me, it would only get hurt and damaged and broken. You do the same thing to protect yourself, but maybe you shouldn't ignore it. Maybe you should understand fully what and who you are. It's okay to be different. For some reason, people have this ideology in their mind that it's not okay, that there's a problem with it. But the most successful people are people that aren't normal. Why conform to a society that never cared about you when you can be happy being you? People are always going to judge you, honey. You can't change the way they think. We're all different. I know you can be in pain for being alone or be in pain for people leaving. But people leave for a reason. Things end for a reason. And you've got to hold on to that belief. Whatever it is that makes you happy, hold on to it. A void isn't always the best place to come to when you're scared, when you're overthinking, when you're underestimating yourself as a person, but we can just talk. We don't need a reason to be upset. It's not necessary. It never will be. You can be having the best day ever and something gets said to you and it's not a nice thing. But everyone seems to think that you're gonna break. Like, are you okay? As they all corner you and try to figure out what's going on. And you try to ignore it. You try to forget until you then eventually cave in. Fall down. Pull your knees to your chest and just break. I know you're not okay. And that is fine. I'm not okay either. But I have a dream. And you might not have yours yet, but eventually you will. So, what do you say we try together? We try to get this fixed. How about we try to live a life that's actually going to remember something? You can try. We've already come this many years, days and minutes, in our lives. To just give up now would be a waste. I have to tell myself that every day. The thoughts will never really go away, will they? No, they don't. I get that. But there's certain moments that we'll have that we can breathe. For the pain, for the hatred, for every single stage of grief. But if you want a life, you're going to have to take it for yourself. You can't wait for someone else to save you from it. I tried that. It always landed in disappointment. A lot of things make me lose my drive. It's always been about numbers, apparently. I hate that, but that's the way this life is. If you want to win, you need to work ever so hard just to get what you need. The thing is I refuse to give up. I've tried giving up. I tried leaving many times. I always had a plan, but I changed my death day to my restart day, to burying the old me. I told myself a lot of lies, and a lot of people told me a lot of lies. They told me I wasn't good enough. They told me I would amount to nothing due to the way I looked. They were wrong. I swore that I would become something of myself. Because the thing is that there aren't any take-backs in life. You only have one shot. So why give in to what people say? There's no reason for it. You should be yourself and be happy. I know happiness isn't easy, and it's not a fun thing to constantly try and find and come across. I get that. Don't worry, I'm not trying to say just drop it all and be happy and everything will be fine, because it won't. It's never always going to be fine, but your struggles in life are a part of who you are as a person. You'll understand it, and it will become part of you as you are. Not everything in life is happiness, I get that, even though we wish it would be. But we have a choice to change, to be somewhat more eventful in our life. Try something new. When you leave this void, I'll always be here to come back to if you need to talk, but when you leave from me, for just one day, try something new. Something different that will save you. For yourself. I want you, even though you're scared or anxious or anxiety is building up, don't listen to them. Don't listen to the judgment or what anyone else says. Try something new, because you don't know when it will be over. I lost someone I used to be very close with yesterday. And the thing is that I know I should feel something, but I don't. I just think I've been so hurt by loss that there isn't really anything there to be hurt more of. But I do care though. Even though I can't cry, I still do care. I know loss can be hard. But eventually there will be a light. Eventually we will be able to breathe. Eventually the pain will pass. And it'll be good memories. But the thing is what you need to understand is that there's always going to be bad memories, so don't let your past and don't let bad memories cloud the good ones. Because when you do that, you lose a part of yourself that you can't get back. Well, you will struggle to get back. I'm here for you, and I love you. If someone never told you that, then I will. You're beautiful for who you are. So don't ever fucking listen to anyone. You'll be fine, I promise. Just give it time and think for you. And don't worry about them. You're not a weirdo for wanting or feeling more comfortable being alone than with others. But if you need me, I'll always be here. You can find me in here. I'll always be here to talk to you. This is my best attempt to be with you. I'm not always the best at it, but I can try. My little firefly. You're gonna be okay. Look at me. I love you. Don't ever cry for people that don't deserve your tears. They're not worth a moment of your time. I can assure you of that. It's time for you to get out this void now. You promised me you'll try something new. You'll try and breathe for it. Take your time. It's not a race. I will be here when you need me. Look for the color yellow, just like I did. See the world differently. Because the thing is that normal isn't worth it. You'll find more happiness in looking at the world the way you need to see it. This world isn't perfect. It isn't a grand place, and it won't change. But this is the place that can grow if you want it to. When you need me, I will be here. I'll be here to listen. You need to go now. Have a good day. Don't worry. You'll remember me eventually. Goodbye, darling.